Lahore is a city of Sufism, music and hope. At least it used to be. But in the last few months, 3 bomb blasts rocked the cultural capital of Punjab. Most recently, on the 27th of May, a truck laden with 100 kilograms of explosives rammed into a police building near the Mall Road. The bombing killed more than 25 people. The incident did not surprise political analyst Hassan Askari. He has lived in Lahore all his life and has seen terrorists transform the city. He blames the government for the rise in terrorist attacks in Pakistan. He says politicians began doing too little, too late.
There are several reasons why terrorism has increased and the government has not been able to control it. Firstly, initially they were not very sure how to deal with these groups. There was a lot of ambiguity in the government policy. Second is that over the years these groups have entrenched them in society, especially amongst the religious circles who sympathize with them, because their roots are strong. Therefore, it is difficult to deal with them.
According to the US State Department, terrorist attacks around the world fell by 18% last year. But in Pakistan, such attacks more than doubled between 2007 and 2008. Previously, terrorists would restrict their activities to tribal areas. But in the last couple of years, urban cities like Lahore and Karachi are repeatedly being targeted.
The militant groups have gained a lot of confidence over the years, because if you look at the development of extremism in Pakistan starting from 2002 to the present, Taliban and these elements have expanded, and it is because of the confidence that they are now operating in mainland. Secondly, they think that if government of Pakistan has to be challenged, if it has to be weakened and overwhelmed, then they must operate in major cities, and that's how they can really push the government to a corner.
Some Western terrorism experts attribute the increased number of attacks to Al-Qaeda. They say in recent years, Al-Qaeda has begun to view Pakistan as a sanctuary. Askari says claims about Al-Qaeda in Pakistan are exaggerated.
People talk about Al-Qaeda's presence in the tribal areas of Pakistan. In the mainland, there is no evidence to suggest that they have entrenched themselves. Some of their activists were arrested from mainland Pakistan in 2003 and 4, but it is quite possible that you have Al-Qaeda activists in the tribal areas. But with the drone attacks from time to time, and also now Pakistan military going for military action, it would be difficult for Al-Qaeda to stay there and entrench itself.
Askari says rather than concentrating on the presence or absence of Al-Qaeda in Pakistan, the government should pay attention to the root causes of terrorism in Pakistan. Though many experts say poverty breeds extremism, Askari says the relationship isn't so simple.
There is no one-to-one relationship between poverty and terrorism, because poverty is to be found in most of the developing countries. Poverty is also to be found all over Pakistan. But why is the case that extremism and militancy has increased in Pakistan, not in every country? Which means, in addition to poverty, there are other factors like ideology, like mobilization, like permission to groups to mobilize people on religious extremism. In case of Pakistan, for a long time, Pakistani state mobilized and socialized people into orthodoxy and religious extremism.
The United States has promised to give Pakistan $5 billion in the next 5 years. This aid will be used for the non-military purposes. Askari says he is hopeful these funds will propel Pakistan on a path to stability and away from terrorism.
A major package that is coming to Pakistan addresses social development sector, And the underlying assumption is that if education, healthcare, and other facilities are improved, then the tendency to go towards extremism is going to be reduced, because if people have something positive to look forward to, for example, they have a job, they have a career, then the probability is reduced. But in addition to that, you also have to address the agencies, the groups that socialized young people into orthodoxy and militancy from mid-80s to the beginning of the 21st century. Those agencies for socialization, those agents of socialization have to be addressed, which is in addition to madrasas, the state education institutions, and the kind of contents you give to students. All these things have to be addressed, and I think assistance can facilitate that, but the basic decision has to be made by the government of Pakistan, because it is they who are going to use external assistance. If they are careful, perhaps with the passage of time, tendency towards extreme religious extremism and militancy will be checked.
For now, terrorism remains the greatest challenge facing Pakistan. No one is sure how or when a solution to this dilemma will arise.